Welcome back to the physics class. Today we shall see the superposition principle. According to the principle of superposition, the total force acting on a given charge due to number of charges around it is the vector sum of individual forces acting on that charge due to all other charges. So we see that we have a system of charges where we have some n number of charges, and we will see what is the force acting on one charge due to all other charges. So what we do is we consider the force between two charges individually, and then we take sum of all such forces to get the total force. This is the principle of superposition. Let us see what it is. Let us now see the superposition principle. Before that, we'll write the equation for the force acting on the particle in terms of the position vector. Here in the diagram, you see that there are two charges Q1 and Q2. R1 and R2 are the position vectors from the origin. F12 is the force acting on charge Q1 due to the charge Q2. Similarly, F21 is the force acting on Q2 due to Q1. These are the position vectors which are represented by R12 and R21. Now, Coulomb's law in vector form is written as F12 is equals to K times Q1 Q2 vector R12 whole square, this is taken in mod, and unit vector R12. Now, when we apply triangle law of vector addition in this diagram, we see that R1 vector R1 plus unit vector R12 is equals to R2. That is the equation. So, I'll write this as from triangle law vector R1 plus vector R12 is equal to vector R2. This gives us vector R12 as R2 minus R1. We also know that the unit vector R12 is written as the vector upon its magnitude. So, this becomes the formula for unit vector. Now, let us substitute all that in the equation. We have the equation as F12 is equals to K Q1 Q2 upon vector R12 whole square, and unit vector is written as vector R12 upon mod. This makes our equation R12 whole cube, these are taken together, and the vector is written as R2 minus R1. So this is the formula for the force acting on the charge in terms of the position vector. Now we shall see this for multiple charges. Let us say in the system we have n number of charges present. So I have one charge Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on till Qn. The position vectors are represented by R1, R2, R3. We go on continue till Rn. Now, the principle of superposition will give us the net force acting on Q0 due to all other charges present around it. So, this force will be, the net force is the sum of all the forces. Now, the forces are force acting on Q0 due to Q1, force acting on Q0 due to Q2 and so on till force acting on Q0 due to Qn. So we are going to add all the individual forces to get the final equation. Let us write the equation of FO1 as per the law this rule formula, our equation will be product of the two charges, so it's Q0 and Q1 upon mod of RO1 whole cube, in the bracket it is R0 minus R1. So it goes here as force 1. We continue writing such equations for all the other forces FO2, FO3 and so on till FON. The total force is equal to summation of all these, so we add these individual terms K Q0 Q1 upon R01 cube R0 minus R1 plus K Q0 Q2 upon R02 whole cube bracket R0 minus R2 vectors plus so on till the last term K Q0 Qn upon RON whole cube bracket R0 minus Rn. We take all the common and that gives us K Q0 summation of all these terms where it is Qi R0 minus Ri divided by this modulus I am going to write as R0 minus Ri whole cube. When we have put the subscript I, we will specify the values of I that starts from 1 to n. So this is the formula for the force acting due to multiple charge system, which is our superposition principle.
So this is how the important topic of superposition principle goes, the statement and the mathematical form considering a multiple charge system. Thank you.